Hi, I'm Dan Q. This is Demi, the hash pup, and we're off in search of the 2023 010251 -1 geohash point. The hash point looks like it's going to be on Muswell Hill, which is up above the village of Piddington. Okay, I've made it to the village of Piddington, which I still think is a hilarious name. I almost missed the turning because the sat-nav for a moment tried to send me into MOD Bicester, which would have been fun to try to explain. I found my way to Piddington in the end. I've parked up. I'm apparently 2 kilometres away from the hash point. So, I'm going to get the dog out. We're going to go find it. Well, the village is very cute, and the dog is very talkative. Working up Vicarage Lane. Apparently at the end this road will turn left and we're looking for a footpath that goes up Muswell Hill. It's pretty flooded at that gate, so in the end we didn't take the gate, we climbed over the fence. By which I mean, I climbed over the fence and then carefully lifted the dog over the fence. It is really squelchy in this field. Oh my god, I'm slightly concerned for our ability to get all the way up that hill, but hopefully it'll get drier as we press on. Won't it, dog? Come on. I promise, dog, the sheep do not want to be your friend. You stay with me. I tell you what, I'm really glad of the GPS because you would not guess that this was apparently a footpath. Okay, so we're getting muddy, aren't we, dog? Yeah, you don't care, I can see that, but I'm the one who has to wash you. Okay, let's see if we can get over there. Okay, that route's a no-go. The mud is too deep, I've got no Wellingtons, and this poor dog's legs are only quite short. So, we're doubling back. We're going to try a different route. There's a path that forks off and goes around what is apparently called Chilling Place Farm. It's another cool name. So Chilling Place Farm, and see if that can get us over the hill. Why do I always seem to go hashing right after floods? You'd think I'd learn. Okay, path number 2. So far looks a lot like path number 1. Haven't managed to hit any enormously boggy, swampy bits yet, so that's a good sign. In worse news, my boots are apparently full of water, my socks are very wet. It's not entirely comfortable, and the dog keeps complaining. But we're going to make it. Come on, dog. Up ahead, that must be Chilling Place Farm. The footpath apparently goes through with that, then round the back of the hill we're still trying to get up. Passing by Chilling Place Farm, I'm reminded quite how deceptive crow miles are. When we got out of the car, we were apparently 2 kilometres from the hash point. We've now been walking 3 kilometres, and we're still 1 kilometre from the hash point. And we're definitely not going there in a very direct route from here. But we'll see what we can manage. Yep, as I should have expected, as we pass through this copse, we're somehow now getting further away from the hash point. Delightful. Oh, it's very wet underfoot again. Frankly, I'm at the point where I don't think my feet can get any wetter. So, as long as any flood is not too deep that the dog will sink in it, yes, I'm talking about you, yes, then I guess we go for it. Oh my god. These are some ill-maintained paths. Can you make it through the stile? You may have to go up for this one. You ready? You're gonna come up? Up? You're gonna go under? You can if you think you can fit. I think you have to go up. Come on, Demi, you can do it. Up. Fine, I'll give you a boost. In recognition of her bravery in taking on a stile that she felt was too tall for her, and she was probably right, I awarded the dog one of her little treats. Unfortunately, I hand-fed it to her, and I had not realised quite how much horse crap she ate in the field before last. That dog's breath really stinks. We found some alpacas. Or llamas. I can't tell the difference. I think these are alpacas. What do you think, Demi? Just smell like big sheep to you. Got it. You don't know what to make of them, do you? At the end of that, and coming through the llama farm, we're back on a road again, somehow. Clearly, this is the angle we should have approached from. I should have parked the car over here. Yeah, that's about right. What a weird random place for a bench. And here we are on the other side of the llama farm. Hi. We've now walked almost 5¼ kilometres. We're going to go up this road now. But for the first time, it's less than 1 kilometre by crow miles to the hash point. 950 metres. We're going to make it. So I reckon once we get to the top of this bit of road, we'll be near where the footpath leaves to go up to the summit of Muswell Hill. Now, a side effect of this convoluted route is we actually have to go over the summit to get to the hash point. I should totally have driven around this side and found somewhere to park. Oh well, lessons learned. Okay, here's our footpath. Let's go find the summit. Is this a trig point I see before me? Well, I guess that'll be where the summit is. And I've got to admit, the view from up on Muswell Hill is pretty spectacular. Well, I was right, it's a trig point. I thought I could calibrate my GPS here. Now I think where I want to be is somewhere down that side of the hill. Should we take a quick break at this bench, dog? Yeah? And then we'll go and press on. I say bench. Looks like it's seen better days. Okay, it's time we pressed on. Off we go. 82 metres over there. Right, we can make it. We're getting there. 64 metres along this driveway. Up on this grass, I believe. Come on, let's climb the grass. Right, we're going to make this together, dog, you and I. Up we go. "40 metres, basically dead ahead. Looking promising. There's even a little trail along here. Clearly it's been walked before by man or beast. Beast now. That's it, keep going. With me. 15 metres, we can do it. Bit this way, this way. 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! Here we are at the 2023 0102 51 -1 geohash point up on Muswell Hill, which is quite pretty. It's just an immense shame that we couldn't come up any sensible route and we got very, very wet trying. We made it! Sun's behind me. Face the sun, dog, and we can do a silly grin. Can you manage a silly grin? Silly grin! Where's that silly grin, dog? Right, yes, let's get off. Let's make our way home now to avoid the floods we saw on the way up and to avoid the horrendously long route we took around. We're going to continue clockwise around Muswell Hill, so we're going to do a complete circuit of the hill as well as an ascent to its summit and down and see if we can find our way back to Piddington in the car and then go home and take off these wet socks and perhaps clean this muddy dog. So this footpath goes to Piddington, 1.25 miles, and that's the way we're not going because we got too wet and we got like ankle deep in mud and you were almost drowning in it, weren't you, dog? So we're going to go this way instead. take care on the roads. Yeah? Okay, off we go. Downhill is easier, isn't it? Yes, do you prefer downhill? Yes, you do. Now, if we'd have parked here where this bird watcher is parked, have a clear run up that road and up that path, and up there is the hash point. That would have been so much easier. Wouldn't it, dog? Yes. I feel good about that one. It was quite an adventure. It would have been easy to give up. It would have been easy to go back and get the car and go and park in the proper place and approach from a better angle. But the dog and I made it, didn't we, Debbie? Yes, we did. She's a little bit grumpy. It was quite a long walk and she's probably a little bit damp now. But it's downhill all the way now, back to Piddington. And we can go home and get dry. I've just posted to the wiki that I made it. All in all, I'm really pleased with this, my first expedition of 2023. Here's to many more of them. Happy New Year!